This is the epic California scenic drive you've never heard of, but you have to add to your travel bucket list. Hi friends, welcome back to another Flying Dawn Marie adventure. This week I am so excited to share a road trip adventure with you just south of Yosemite National Park, stretching nearly 100 miles through the heart of the Sierra Nevada mountains. The Sierra Vista Scenic Byway is a hidden gem that makes the perfect add-on to any Yosemite trip, so join me as we take a remarkable drive with dozens of must-see stops. This adventure begins in North Fork, and you won't find any gas stations or grocery stores along this drive, so make sure you're fueled up when you head out. I started my day with breakfast and caffeine at Rebelz Coffee, and then I was ready to hit the road. My first stop of the day isn't one of the official scenic byway spots, but I think it's pretty fascinating. Located just a few miles off of the main road is a special little detour stop I definitely recommend. This is the exact geographical center of the state of California. It's a fun and quick stop to snap a photo, quite literally, in the heart of the Golden State. Soon we're setting back off down the road and entering into Sierra National Forest on our way to some magnificent viewpoints. At Redinger Overlook, we find the first major vista point along the scenic byway. Here you're met with magnificent panoramic views of Redinger Lake and the San Joaquin River carving its way through the deep gorge below, and there are some lovely places to sit and take in the view. Continuing on the drive, you'll see burned trees, a sign of the wildfires that have shaped the scenery here. And in the summer, also keep your eyes peeled for beautiful patches of wildflowers along the side of the road before pulling over and taking a short walk to another unique piece of history. Our next stop on this scenic byway brings us to a historic log cabin built back in the 1860s by Jesse Ross, one of the early settlers in this rugged region. Located just a short walk from the main highway, the Jesse Ross cabin is now the oldest known residence still standing in Madera County. You can walk inside and get up-close views of the stone fireplace, and some of the walls inside are even wallpapered with newspapers that date from 1893 to 1945. After exploring and reading about the history here, you're ready to head back on the road, and after a few winding curves, you'll start to see our next stop's scenery come into view. Welcome to Mile High Vista, and the name says it all. Sitting at 5,300 feet, this is one of the most stunning overlooks on the entire byway. This is ancient volcanic and glacial terrain, which really helped shape the Central Sierra. You'll enjoy reading the interpretive panels, looking out at mountain views that are reminiscent of the Yosemite wilderness, and continuing along the Sierra Vista Scenic Byway. This is the perfect time to mention that along with the Scenic Byway stops, there are countless natural wonders like cascades and cliff tops to be found. You could explore off the beaten path all day and still only scratch the surface of the beauty here. Continuing on, you'll see a small pull-out parking area. Then you can head down a well-worn but short path before a very specific stretched out rock starts to come into view. Arch rock, a natural granite arch created through centuries of erosion and weathering, is tucked away less than 100 yards from the main road, and it's easy to view from the wooden viewing platform. Back on the byway, I saw more vibrant wildflowers, and don't be surprised to see cattle grazing here too. Approaching the Norris Creek Bridge area on this drive, there is currently a closure along the byway, and the detour is definitely a bit of an adventure as you head onto an unpaved single-lane section. It's certainly a bit bumpy in spots, and a high-clearance vehicle with all-wheel or four-wheel drive would be highly advised along this stretch, in my opinion. But it also provides great wildlife viewing, and once you get back on the pavement, you'll soon arrive at the trailhead for Jackass Meadow. From the trailhead, enjoy a stroll along a fourth of a mile path that leads you to the edge of the meadow, a typical Sierra string meadow that's surrounded by lodgepole pine. I saw so many frogs here in the meadow on my visit, and I even saw a hawk soaring in the distance. Just a short drive later is Portuguese Overlook. When you stop here, soak in the views and take time to read the interpretive panels before continuing on with your drive to see another unique rock formation that is found along the byway. Globe Rock is a geological icon along the byway. This round boulder almost magically balances atop the granite slab, like someone placed it there by hand, but it's actually been formed over centuries by natural erosion. Now, the Mono people have long regarded this area as a powerful spiritual place, and you can actually still see mortars on the ground all around the rock. So please be respectful when visiting and don't disturb this area. And of course, always pack out everything you pack in and honor all the leave no trace principles on your visit. From this impressive rock that covers over 20 feet in diameter, we're heading to a side stop, but I feel like it's also a must-stop spot. The Jones store is an institution here along the byway. The store functions without electricity, phone, or cell service, but they serve up mouth-watering hamburgers and delicious pie. Then back on the road, the next scenic byway stop is Cold Springs Meadow, which is another beautiful meadow in the area. And after this, the pavement goes away and you reach Fresno Dome Vista. Here you can just see Fresno Dome peeking out above the trees. Now, I personally love hiking up Fresno Dome, and you can check out my full blog post for a virtual visit of the entire hike. The drive is quite bumpy to get to the trailhead, but the views from the top simply can't be beat, in my opinion. Fresno Dome is certainly a stunning end to our spectacular road trip today. Now, for more information on every spot we visited, make sure to check out my full blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go.